let's get into it. The We've Seen Things Christmas special.
Woo!
Hey!
Oh, I don't have anything to toast it.
You get a fucking drink.
Oh, there's a
drink that old Heineken.
Yeah.
Ew. All right.
What the fuck happened? We're falling apart. We haven't even started yet.
We've seen things that no one has seen before.
We've seen things out there.
We've seen things that most people could never understand.
And we've seen things too.
You don't know, man. You weren't there.
You'd be surprised the likes of which we have seen. Don't be so quick to say everything's the likes of which we haven't seen. We've seen things the likes of which you probably haven't seen yourself.
Is that a challenge?
Starting off,
We're here.
like a typical We Seen Things episode.
And we're beer.
I'm not drinking a beer.
It's okay.
I
You're
fucked
driving.
up. I
You're
should've
driving.
bought
It's
some.
fine.
Okay.
All right.
There's another one in there. You want?
Listen. Let's get into it, guys.
What are we talking about today?
We're talking about Christmas movies. What makes one? What breaks one? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes, it is. Lethal Weapon? I don't know. Maybe. Jingle All the Way? 100%.
Jingle All the Way, of course.
One of the best. In fact, that's... What do we think about Jingle All the Way? Let's
love
get
Jingle
into it.
All the Way.
I think Jingle All the Way doesn't get all the love it deserves. Arnold's not known for family movies. He has that and Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
Those are... And
There's got to be one or two
maybe
more.
you could put Collateral as a family movie, except his... Or is it Collateral? Yeah, it's Collateral.
Collateral.
Or Collateral Damage. He's in a movie called Collateral Damage.
Yeah, I was
where he's
gonna
like,
say, wait a second. He's in
No.
the cab instead of Tom Cruise.
that'd be hilarious. I wish, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But where he's like a fireman, and then like his family gets killed, and it was because of like a terrorist attack, and then he puts the fire helmet down and goes to South America and chases down the terrorists.
How is that a family movie?
Well, because he had a family in the beginning, and then...
Just because a family is in a movie doesn't make it a fucking family movie.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
So Arnold has two family movies that we know of.
At least two family
I
movies.
guess you could
Like,
count
you could say-
Twins. You could count Twins as a family movie.
Sure.
Twins is a family movie.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
movie.
It's also, yeah, it's a good one.
I wanted to talk about what qualifies a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christmas time, there has to be a scene that takes place on Christmas Day.
But there's a lot of movies that have Christmas in them. Like, for example, I think Catch 'Em If You Can. There's a couple different Christmas scenes.
There's a
But
scene.
in no fucking way is that a Christmas movie.
No, not at all.
No, but I think that's... Well, I think you said it best yourself. I think if we're going to compare that to Die Hard,
Well,
I
it
think
has
the
to
big difference is
revolve
that...
around Christmas.
And technically, Die Hard takes all around Christmas.
Right, so if it's like a 1 or 2 day movie that heavily involves Christmas
Yeah.
time, then sure. But if it's like the movie takes place over 5, 10, 15 years,
That doesn't count.
Is
no.
it the
You're gonna get
star? Is
Christmas
it the
in there.
backdrop, or is it a cameo? You know, and in Catch Me
Yeah.
If You Can, I think it's a cameo.
it's definitely
Absolutely
a cameo.
a cameo.
Definitely a cameo.
So maybe Die Hard, it's the backdrop, but it's not the star.
John McClane's a star. We know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of the premise and all that.
So yeah, so the main topic, I guess, of this episode is to talk about, I guess, Die Hard, right?
We'll start with Die Hard, and then we'll get into it with Gremlins, because we tried to watch Gremlins the other night, but we were too
I watched
tired.
Gremlins like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, yeah. Gremlins to me definitely it's a dark Christmas movie, but it's still a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's a great Christmas
It's about
movie.
family. It's about
I prefer my Christmas movies dark, I think.
well, yeah, because like Christmas isn't all fucking jingle bells and sitting on Santa's lap.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
This is true. I think if you have a happy ending and it's a dark movie, then at the end of the day, it's like, what's the takeaway? It's that the holidays are still there.
It
you
brings
know? And
your
that's-
family together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds you where you
The
came
ones
from.
who survived.
The ones who survived, exactly.
Which I will say with Gremlins, I'm surprised there were like zero fatal. There was one, the old lady who rides the chair up to
Yeah,
the
and
top.
honestly, she
Oh,
deserves
that was
it.
great. Yeah, so in the first one, that old couple that they were friends with, they get run over by like a fucking bulldozer or a tractor in their house. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
And then they're just alive in the second one.
Well, they didn't die in the first
They
one.
didn't mention they lived. I don't think.
Yeah, well, the budgets. Can you bring those actors?
Fucking-
That was a
fucking-
name actor back then, I thought, or at least like a good
Who's
B
the
actor.
main actor?
No,
Oh,
I
like a
mean,
big-
an
yeah,
act-
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
he's
in
the
terms
guy
of
who
his
runs
career.
the gun shop in Terminator.
It is
Yeah,
the same guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know your weapons,
But
pal.
those are the only things that
I've never seen him in another movie.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. He's in a movie called Demon Knight, which is one of the Tales from the Crypt movies, and he plays Uncle Willie. And
Nice.
he's just like a drunk.
Are these fucking Tales from the Crypt movies actually good?
The Demon Knight's good.
Yeah?
Bordello Blood isn't good.
Okay.
See
Yeah.
Demon Knight. Demon Knight rules.
Demon Knight. Yeah, really.
Okay.
Demon Knight is a great movie.
It's like a TV horror movie, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like an HBO movie. Billy Zane is in it. He's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Great.
think HBO TV movies are better than just like it was like for like TBS or something.
There
or like
is levels
like-
to TV movie because there's you know, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of always lean towards shit, but I think HBO has made some good films.
HBO's made some good ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And then some of these films that Netflix makes, like go right to Netflix, are those considered like a modern day TV movie?
That's you know what? Yeah, I guess so. But like honestly, those are mostly dog shit.
Some of them are really. I just saw Rebel Ridge. That was actually really good.
Oh, it's good. Okay.
It's Jeremy. I think the guy's name is Jeremy Saulner. He also directed Green Room and Blue Ruin, which I fucking love both
Green
those
Room's
movies.
great. I haven't seen Blue Ruin yet.
Blue
but
Ruin's awesome.
I really like Green Room.
Yeah.
You know what I like about Green Room? Patrick Stewart's in it, and he's supposed to like he's in charge of all the, like the the skinhead
SS, yeah.
neo-Nazi
The
guys, but he
neo-Nazi
has an
guys.
English accent, but no one else does, which I think is funny because like, we got Patrick Stewart. He can't do like a southern, racist accent, but fuck it, we already paid for him. He's here.
No, I mean, there's unfortunately there's a lot of like neo Nazis in England, so he could have just been,
I guess, yeah, maybe he immigrated.
Happy Christmas, neo Nazis. Here we
Yeah,
go.
there you go. We kind of got off the rails.
Yeah,
there.
no,
that's the
Let's
nature
bring
of
it back.
So yeah, I think if a movie, if the plot involves Christmas in a majority, obviously,
So-
like if there's a majority, if the major things are happening in the plot
Yeah.
around that Christmas zone, then sure.
So
Like
here's
Christmas
a
movie.
dicey one. What do we think about Lethal Weapon? Because the opening song in Lethal Weapon is "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas," I think, or it's a Burl Ives Christmas song, and like Riggs is about to blow his brains out, and then Hunsacker's daughter overdoses on drugs and takes a dive out the window.
Yeah.
and then it ends with them having Christmas dinner at Murtaugh's house. But that's really the only,
Well, so that director is Shane Black, right? Or no, he wrote the film. He wrote the script. Shane Black
what for
Lethal Weapon.
The first one?
I'm pretty sure he wrote Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. Every one of his movies has like a heavily, like every one of his films seems to involve Christmas in some way. Like I
That's
think
true.
you brought that to my attention. Which I
Yeah,
didn't realize.
Iron Man 3, because he mentioned that in some sort of behind-the-scenes interview. Because maybe I saw Iron Man 3 in those like Q&A Jeff Goldsmith things. I can't remember.
I think
but
I saw Iron Man 3 as well with the. I think I was there too. Actually,
Maybe, yeah, because I remember whether Jeff himself asked him this or
You
he
guys are
mentioned
dumb. Richard Donner directed the first Lethal Weapon.
No, I said wrote it.
Oh.
You fucking asshole.
Hey, Shane Black wrote it.
Yeah, those dumbed down motherfucker.
it. Damn. Yeah, no, that's his shtick. It's a weird shtick to have.
And here's a little connection. Shane Black, the first time I ever saw him, I think, he's an actor in Predator.
Yep.
And
Really?
then, so yeah, I guess that's a connection to.
That's Christian Dyer.
It's a connection to Die Hard because John McTiernan
directed it.
directed Predator, and then he went on to direct Die Hard. About Die Hard, though, this is a little off topic Christmas-wise. First Die Hard in the series I saw was Die Hard 3,
Oh, odd.
which I fucking love.
Great movie.
And then I saw 1, and then I saw 2, and I've seen 2 like once.
Yeah, 2 also, I think, takes place. Oh, 2.
2 does take place around Christmas.
Yeah, Does it?
I
But
think
it's like-
a year or two later or something.
Yeah, but it's like less of a Christmas movie. They don't really
Yeah.
mention it as much.
It's more of an airport movie.
Yeah, it's 100% an airport movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, that's what I think qualifies a Christmas movie. Who fucking knows?
That probably does.
Yeah.
You know?
Or also, these are pretend. Movies are pretend. You know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking rules. So.
So you're saying Mr. Freeze isn't real? From
Yeah.
Batman and Robin?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, does that take place on Christmas?
Someone said it did the other night.
Let's find out. I never even thought about that.
I'm going to say just because you can make things look cold doesn't mean it's a Christmas movie.
Good
Yeah,
point,
that's
yeah.
true. It's like the thing is like it's cold. It's a Christmas movie.
I mean,
But it's like
monsters,
in July or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the monster's shaped like a Christmas tree. I was thinking about watching the remake.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other night, weren't we?
It does take place on Christmas.
What?
The Thing?
No,
No.
Batman and
Yeah,
which one is
apparently.
that? Is that
Oh wait, no, I'm
Batman?
sorry.
Batman
This
and
is from the cartoon.
Oh,
Never mind. But you know what's a good Christmas movie? Batman Returns.
Shit, that's the second one he did, right?
That's the second Tim Burton one.
Tim Burton one, yeah.
Because
Wow.
the actual real first Batman movie came out in 1943. We'll
with
talk.
Adam West.
No, that was in the 60s. The Batman movie I'm talking about is like a serial, which was like kind of like a series, but you have to go to the theater to see it because there wasn't television back then.
It was black and white,
But
right?
it was 1943. We're at war, so some of the language choice wouldn't fly today. Well, we should do an
Especially
episode.
against like maybe Asian Americans.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. So you're telling me Batman hates Asian people?
In this one, he's
Yeah.
not thrilled to be there, and
Oh my
it's
God.
boy, we can really get into Batman 1943.
Batman, like I love how Gotham City has a Pearl Harbor. Like That's why Batman.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Wait, didn't they have a Christmas setting movie? Like, wasn't Mask of Phantasm or something like that? Like, I think that was.
Mask of
This is
That was an
Batman
animated one.
animated series. I might have been actually. I haven't seen that
That's a
since
whole other level of shit
yeah.
that I will never watch.
But where was I? Batman Returns is definitely a Christmas movie.
Okay, yeah, I can say that. I would agree.
Yeah,
I'm not a Christmas fucking like purist. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Neither am I, but I know my Christmas movies.
But
I did my
Bruce
homework.
Wayne doesn't have a family to go back to at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
so you're saying to have a Christmas movie, you have to have a family?
I
so
think
no, you're
if you're
saying no
coming back
orphans
to
are allowed to
someone-
have Christmas?
well, Alfred.
I'm not saying
is-
all orphans are allowed to have Christmas.
I'm saying, like, you know what? If you want to pull that card, Alfred is sort of his family.
Oh, that's true. Maybe they have a little, like, small tree in the cave.
Yeah.
That'd be adorable.
Let's talk about a little Die Hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great Christmas movie. John McClane is a great relatable character because at the time, like, Rambo and Terminator were out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all the fucking...
There wasn't like a hungover guy. that's
Yeah, like he's
"All
like
right."
like John McClane could be like your stepdad or your
he's like
uncle.
getting
Yeah.
divorced.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we've all bumped into a guy.
Yeah.
I personally have friends who are kind of like that.
Yeah,
too, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, arguing with the wife, trying to put it back together, all that shit. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So John McTiernan directed 1 and 3. I don't know who directed the second one,
Yeah, some European guy, I think.
but I wonder why that was.
Probably because McTiernan was busy. I bet he was doing another movie.
Maybe Last Action Hero,
Dude.
which I fucking love. And there's actually a Die Hard reference in Last Action Hero.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a
Yeah,
long time.
I forget the exact scene. Dude, I love Last Action Hero so much. It's like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a couple years, but there's a scene I forget. The kid is like, "Make sure the guy's dead." He's like, "He's dead." You know, he's like, in Die Hard, the guy's hanging from his neck, and then he comes back later with a machine gun. Or something. And then, it, like literally today, it dawned on me. I was like, "Oh, John McTiernan directed both those movies. That's kind of cool."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Shouts out his own movie in his own movie.
And then I forget the actor's name. Carl Winslow.
Oh,
Al Powell, right?
Yeah.
In those movies, he's in 1 and 2. I forgot that he was in 2,
Yeah, he's only in 2 for like one.
like a cameo.
Yeah, cameo.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed that he wasn't in 3.
Dude, it would have been sick
Yeah.
if he was in 3, but it kind of like, if you watch 3, it doesn't really make sense to have him in 3.
It doesn't at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like in New York City, like back
Yeah.
home. Like,
I mean, it was enough of a shoehorn cameo in the second one because,
Yeah.
like, they were not
I know,
anywhere.
I know.
near
Well, the
LA.
second one makes sense sort of because it's like, he doesn't know, like, you know, McClane's like a caveman and doesn't know how to use technology. And like,
Yeah.
he's like, yo, how do I look up this guy? I got his fingerprints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he's like, he's dead. It's like, I know that. He's like, no, he's been dead.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
That makes
Where does the
sense.
second one take place?
In an airport.
DC, Dulles
DC?
International Airport.
DC. Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, yeah. And then they made like what 4 other fucking Die Hards after 3.
There were 5 total.
Yeah,
There's 5 total.
Yeah,
so,
I
okay.
saw the 4th one and I was like, there's no need for this
Live
to be.
Free Die Hard.
Yeah, and I
And
didn't
then
even.
there was one after that.
A Good Day to Die Hard. That's the name of it. I never saw it.
Let's keep it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw it either.
I hate.
But I wonder if Al Powell made any more cameos in those.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we would have known about that by now.
But hear me out. What if you had a spin-off series to Die Hard? It's not it's like a prequel series, but not quite. It's called Live Soft. And it follows, in the first movie, Lucy McClane, the day of her, ordinary life before the night of Die Hard.
Oh, like Christmas Vacation is about to start.
Exactly.
Oh,
She's
that
going
actually
through
be
her little
interesting.
shenanigans.
It's like you change the genre.
Yeah,
Like,
a
it's
little
like
bit. Yeah, but it always like follows her perspective in that particular story. But then when you do Live Soft 2, it could be her again. But then when you get to like, say live free or live soft or whatever, die free or live soft. You would follow the daughter's perspective the day before that movie takes place because she's in the 4th one.
Oh, I got it.
And
And,
then for the
then so
fifth
what would be
one-
the one for Die Hard 3? It's just like Sam Jackson like running a store.
Yeah, it's just Sam
Yeah,
Jackson running
yeah.
the store.
Before all this crazy shit
It
happens
ends,
to him.
and the movie ends right when Bruce Willis is
It's
outside.
20 minutes long and it's like-
right. He looks outside. He sees this guy. He sees the sign.
Yeah,
that he's
yeah, he
wearing.
sees the sign,
He's like,
he's like-
oh my god.
And then
when-
cuts the
when his
credits.
nip is like, hey, there's a white man in this shit. He's like, yeah, I've seen him before. He goes, not like this.
Not like
It's
this. Yeah.
oh no.
Dude,
Just call the cops. Tell them
Oh,
to
okay.
die.
Wait, I'm all over the place. But before you were talking about the Thing. It's kind of like the Thing because the Thing remake. Spoiler alert, you've seen it, right?
No, I was thinking about seeing it. The
Oh, you
remake.
haven't seen the remake.
No, I've seen
Wait,
the original.
the remake or the
Thank-
prequel?
What?
The remake or the prequel?
It's this. You fucking asshole. It's the same thing.
No, like which?
Oh, so the remake is a sequel?
No, well, no. So look, there's the one from the 50s, and then there's
No, fuck the one from the 50s.
No, but
no one gives a
you
shit about the one from the 50s.
No,
you
and
just
then-
fucking spoiled the new one for Matt.
He's
Jesus
not gonna
Christ.
watch it. And it's not even new.
Well, wait. Maybe what happens? All right, tell me.
Same shit that happens in anything movie.
It's a remake. The one from 2011 or 12 or whatever.
Yeah, with Mary Winslow or whatever her name is. Yeah. Scott Pilgrim girl.
Yeah. It's
she's in it?
It's
Yeah,
a
she's
remake
the
of the movie, but it turns out to be the prequel
To the Thing.
to the thing.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, that's the only redeemable part of that movie.
A prequel, though. Oh, is that the station?
So when
before...
they're fucking, the dog is running and the Swedish guy's trying to shoot at it.
Yeah.
That's the end of the movie.
Oh, interesting. Oh, well, you're saying at the end of the remake, the guy's trying to shoot at the dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is the beginning of
Which is the beginning of the thing.
the John Carpenter one.
Oh, I like that. That's a cool twist.
Yeah. Sorry, I got it ruined for you.
Yeah. Thanks, Ruben.
It came out like 10 years ago. Who
Yeah,
gives a shit?
that's, to be fair,
Yeah.
that's
okay.
true.
And it probably sucks. So I
But
saved you.
I do like. Oh,
I saved you
haven't
two.
seen it?
I saved you probably two
Boobless hours.
Yeah. Speaking of which, is Citizen Kane a Christmas movie? Let's find out.
There's a snow
Well,
globe.
but him getting the fucking sled was a Christmas present, wasn't it?
I think it was, but
so.
it's not. It's not a movie about Christmas.
No.
It's about Rosebud.
Is Edward
all right.
Scissorhands a Christmas movie?
No. Well, the setting made...
Pivotal scene happens in
Oh
during
yeah,
Christmas, but I wouldn't say
you're right.
it's,
It's not
yeah.
a Christmas.
it's
is
like
it?
over a long period of time.
That's Christmas being a cameo.
Wasn't that Vincent Price in the beginning?
Yeah.
He was old as
It was his last movie.
fuck.
Yeah.
He probably died on set.
Oh, man.
Like,
Dude, Vincent Price and Kermit the Frog interview. You ever see that?
I don't think I have.
No.
It's so funny. That's something to do with.
I'll look it up.
Christmas.
I'll save
Yeah.
it for later.
And, oh yeah, okay. So the first time I saw Die Hard, my mom would like allow me to watch R-rated movies because
Yeah.
my mom was like a big cinephile. Like she would actually like she like studied directors, she knew actors, she knew
Yeah.
writers, all this. So she wasn't like letting me not watch movies based on the rating. She was like, "Oh, if this movie's good, I'm gonna let my son watch
Okay.
it." Like my mom fucking showed me Terminator 2 when I was a fucking baby.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
And it's still to this day probably my favorite film.
It's how's you gonna have a better one?
And not just because I'm nostalgic for it, because if you watch it, that's a fucking borderline perfect goddamn movie.
It's amazing. Yeah.
The score, the fucking editing, everything about it. Anyway, so I saw Die Hard 3 uncensored at a very young age. Like, what did it come out? Like 90,
95 or 96.
96, 97?
So we were like 8.
So I saw it like when it came out.
Yeah.
And I fucking loved it. I
It-
loved it. I
it
love
rules.
Sam Jackson's character. I love Bruce Willis's character. Years later, I saw a censored version on television. The censored version of Die Hard 3 is one of the funniest fucking
It's
things
the
I'll ever
TNT
see.
one?
So yeah, I think it was on TNT. So every time they say motherfucker, and they say motherfucker a lot in that movie,
lot, yeah.
it's Melon Farmer. So every time it's
Nice.
you son of a melon farmer, melon farmer, melon farmer, melon farmer, and then
Melon Farmer.
yeah, and then famously in the beginning of the movie, which was so ballsy,
Yeah.
he wears a sign in Harlem.
Yep.
That
What does the
They
sign
changed
say?
that.
I hate.
Well, what does
And then,
the censored one
and then the
say?
censored one, it just says, "I hate everybody."
I like that Sam Jackson would come out to that being like, it's okay, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Somebody
yeah.
loves you.
Yeah, I hate everybody. It got
What the
It got the all lives matter treatment, but
Dude.
like backwards. You know what I mean? Like,
That's so wild.
and then also on top of that, did you ever play the Die Hard video game?
For GameCube?
So Die Hard the arcade or
Or
whatever.
maybe it was also on PS2.
I played it on PS1.
Yeah, because it was all 3 in one.
3 different games.
Because like the first game rules because you can just like run around and
The first game is like a third-person shooter
Yes.
that you're running around.
the second one's a rail shooter and the third one's like you're in the car the whole
It's
time.
like a driving game.
a driving shooter.
Yeah, yeah. It was actually kind of an interesting concept.
Yeah.
The first one was the coolest one though.
Easily, yeah.
But it was cool, like driving around New York City in the third one. Like I think you had to drive to destinations before bombs went off.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's kind of
nice.
thing. But you never
Yeah.
get out of the car, which
No,
kinda
yeah,
sucks.
yeah. It's like a driving game, but
Which,
like,
if you think about it, dude, Die Hard kind of, I'm not saying set the stage for GTA, but in the early GTA games, there'd be an episode, there'd be like a mission every once in a while where you'd have to take a bomb to like the enemy
yeah.
territory.
Oh, I think that game influenced.
Because like yeah, the early GTA games are like I mean they're all influenced by American films. If you think
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
heavily.
Yeah.
Heavily.
Okay, so let's get into Christmas TV shows or TV specials. It's Always Sunny Christmas special is my favorite. Go wake up your pillhead mother.
It's kind of cool when a TV show like changes its formula to make an episode super like very unique. Like
Yeah.
talking about Always Sunny, for example, the Charlie Work episode is so unique and different from any other.
I don't remember that one.
Charlie Work episode is where it's essentially the whole shot. It's like a oneer
Of just Charlie.
of just Charlie like
Wait, I've seen that. That's an older one.
he like yeah, it's an older one.
He's like cleaning the toilets and shit.
Yeah, yeah. So he goes downstairs and it's like he's like keeping everything in rhythm at the pub, and you have no idea, like, unless you watch that episode, that what he does is crucial to everything that goes on at Patty's Pub. And it's really, it's like I said, it's all a oneer. Well, it's a couple of different shots that they stitch together, but it's a oneer, and it's actually really entertaining. I think it was inspired by either Birdman or that oneer that was in True Detective.
Oh, okay. Probably Birdman, because the whole movie's a wonder.
Yeah. Best Hanukkah film, Hebrew Hammer.
I don't know any.
Never actually
Hanukkah
seen it.
films.
You ever seen Hebrew Hammer?
Never seen Hebrew Hammer.
It's like a comedy special movie.
There's not a lot of
There's some really
Hanukkah
good
movies.
funny parts to
The
it.
8 Crazy Nights is the only one I know.
Oh yeah,
Same,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's not that good.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, the
Oh, we
night
talk about
before?
Scrooged.
Oh,
Scrooged
yeah.
is fucking amazing.
Yeah, because it's an old retell. You know what? Like the whole Scrooge tale is awesome. How that rich old cocksucker gets visited by the 3 ghosts, and then like all of a sudden he wakes up the next morning and he's giving Tiny Tim a turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
Great. It's a great one.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but Scrooged is like really. I love that movie so much.
Yeah, Scrooge is the best.
One time,
When he
so-
shoots the guy and like he's just leaking at him.
Yeah. And the cab driver and all that. Like when I was a kid, my mom brought us to see. What is that? Just a Christmas Carol? What's the name of that fucking story?
Which one?
It's Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Christmas.
So we saw it on Broadway years like when I was like 10
nice.
or
Yeah.
11 or something like that. I'm not big on Broadway, whatever, but they had like props. It was like windows aligning the seats like on top, and people would open the window like shouting, like actors would do that or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like when in the end when Scrooge was like, Scrooge is bringing the duck for little Timmy, whatever the fuck they would
It's
say.
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim, yeah, little Timmy.
He's bringing the duck for Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim's got a gimp leg.
Tiny Tim's got a bum leg.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the actors, she got stuck in there, and she started screaming.
Oh my god!
And we didn't,
dude.
and like I think it was, they were kind of soundproof, so like they all Tiny Tim's whatever, and then she closed it, and then I heard like banging, and she's like, and she couldn't get out of
Did the
it.
production stop?
No, she kept going, and I'm just like sitting there as a little kid,
Show
like
must go on, guys.
being like, and I just see her shaking her way out of there, or trying to shake her way out of there. I'm like, huh. I don't think that's a part of the show.
Oh my god.
Yeah. For all I know, she could still be there. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, who knows?
I wonder.
That
Was there
is
ever a Pee
rough.
Wee's Playhouse?
A Christmas special?
Oh,
I'm gonna
sure.
look this up because
There
I bet
might
there
have
was.
been.
Did Tim Burton direct that show as well, or did he just do the movie?
I think
I
he
think
only
he did
did
the
the
movie.
first movie.
Okay.
And then just kind
Uncle
of pieced
Paul.
after that. Though it would feel appropriate for him, his next
There
movie
is
to be a
is
Pee Wee
one,
movie.
and it came out in 1988, and it's a full episode.
Oh, sweet.
Probably should have looked that up
Did
before we did this.
Did any of you guys see Beetlejuice 2?
I did.
I didn't see
Beetlejuice,
it.
Beetlejuice?
didn't
Yeah, I
see
heard it was good.
Is it well?
Yes.
Without spoilers, is it good or is it like how people said like the new Coming to America was good, where it's like,
Well, I'll tell you this. Beetlejuice caught me off guard. Truly. And I'm
Really?
not like that. I respect Beetlejuice. One, it's fun.
Great
I
movie.
like the, it's good.
Oh,
It's
I
got its
love
good moments.
Beetlejuice. Yeah.
So with the second movie, just like the nature of like making a sequel and rebooting things, like
Like a
Hollywood is
30-year-old
good at.
sequel.
Yeah, like it really made me think about because the trailer emphasizes that like the dad died, and you know what happened to that actor. in real life.
yeah.
Yeah. So
He liked the little kids.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
little too much.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't.
Shakes it all right.
I
Shake.
didn't know that at the time. I just assumed he died.
Uh-huh.
And so I went into this film thinking like, here's another movie coming into existence that doesn't need to exist, and it made me
Baldwin wasn't
think.
in it either, right?
Alec Baldwin wasn't in it, along with the opposite.
Gina
of
Davis?
She's not in it either. It's really just the family.
Do you think if Alec Baldwin didn't kill that lady, he would have been in the movie? Sorry, she was a cinematographer.
Maybe
That might help. That might have helped.
Would that have changed the screenplay, you think?
No, I don't think it will
Really?
because
Okay.
the character. Okay, so.
Without
Do you,
going into too
I'm
much
not going to go
spoilers.
into too much spoilers, but I will say for a movie that takes place in the afterlife, it does a surprisingly good, relatively good job addressing what do you do with actors that are not in this movie when you have an afterlife. Like if someone's
Interesting.
dead,
Yeah.
like what?
Oh
do you
no,
do
they're in
with
the
them?
afterlife. Afterlife.
Yeah. Like they and I was critical of it in the first. I eventually found myself enjoying it to a
Okay.
degree, halfway through it. But it wasn't until the very last scene of the movie, things just clicked in a way for me where I was just like, that's so creative and beautiful and inventive. And then I was telling the same thing to a friend who saw it, and I was just like, you know, they did the best with the parting of that actor, and he's like, he's not dead. And I'm like,
He's a pedophile.
Well, his career's dead.
yeah.
But it's been dead for like a long time.
Yeah, I didn't know.
He's not dead. It's
any of
worse.
that.
He's a pedophile. Yeah.
And I still, despite learning that later, I still think my case stands. It's just because it's weird that they didn't write Alec Baldwin's character or the wife in.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But like, yeah, I don't want to get too much into it. I just think it's interesting. You know,
Okay.
I think it's worth watching.
So I'm just surprised because I don't think Tim Burton has made a decent movie in like a long time.
Well, let me pull up his IMDb.
I think the last
No, you no need to. You're right. He has.
like the last decent
No,
film,
I'm curious
which I
about the
didn't
last
see
one.
because I think the last movie that he got any kind of critical praise for was
With Amy Adams.
Sweeney Todd.
Oh,
And dude, I saw that. It was. I mean, I didn't know it was gonna be a musical.
Yeah, they can't do musicals.
Yeah.
But people said I heard people enjoyed it. But like, man, he made such good movies in like the '90s and early 2000s.
Dude, '90s Burton is untouchable. Yeah.
he made.
And then like this is why Quentin Tarantino is retiring because he's like people just fall off eventually. Like,
Yeah.
dude, look at Ridley Scott. I just saw an article. The cinematographer of Gladiator Part 2 or 2, whatever. He's like Ridley Scott's just a lazy old man now. He's like
Some cinematographer came out on about that.
the cinematographer of Gladiator.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
worked
The guy
with
he's
him
just
for
talking
years.
about.
The guy literally just
sorry,
talking
I missed
about.
that.
It's okay. Matt's attention goes in.
No, I'm trying to pull up the Tim Burton stuff.
Yeah, he's like, Ridley Scott just shoots multicam. He doesn't want to do multiple setups. We just like roll as much as we can, just as fast as we can, and he
pick
just
the
rushes
best.
through it.
That's like how they do TV. He's shooting movies
I know.
on TV.
Because he just and like I don't know what his goal is. Like, why if you're gonna rush through it to be lazy, why even still make a movie?
Yeah.
I mean, money. You know, like maybe whether he needs it or wants
Ridley
it.
Scott,
money.
like he hasn't made a good movie in a long time. Like the last decent movie I think he made. I kind of like The Last Duel. It was okay.
Yeah.
But The Martian was awesome. But that was like 2013, 2014. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and then before that was like
Well-
American Gangster, right?
Yeah, and that wasn't even that good, really.
I will
That was
say.
okay. I mean,
So I don't
I
have.
haven't seen it in years. I don't even
that's
remember.
all right.
Like, yeah.
That was like 2006 or something.
Yeah.
Or 7. Maybe 10. I don't remember.
People really liked Wednesday. Just to put a butt on this particular conversation.
Yeah, Goth
I
Harry
didn't
Potter.
see it,
I couldn't watch it.
but I think maybe Sleepy Hollow or Big Fish may have been my last favorite.
I love both those movies.
I wanted to see Big Eyes with Amy Adams and whoever else is
I
in
didn't
this,
see that.
but I never.
So I'm just surprised that I was gonna say Gladiator. I'm glad that Beetlejuice 2, whatever, got some positive response because I really didn't think that. I don't know.
Shit, Christoph Waltz is in Big Eyes too. I didn't realize that.
What's Big Eyes?
It's this other Tim Burton film he made, 2014, I think, or something like that.
I never even heard of it.
Yeah, I never heard of that either.
So I don't know. But I hear you. You know, sometimes people fall out of it, and
nice when they
for
can
one
pull it
reason or
back,
another, keep
you know,
doing it.
and, like,
You know,
Yeah, I don't know.
like Tarantino when it comes to just knowing
Well, he
your
takes
limits.
so much time. Yeah. But I think Tarantino could probably make another like 3 or 4 good movies.
Also, he must have enough side hustles, despite like being smart with investments. Like he must keep busy doing other things other than
Oh, he's making
filmmaking.
fucking millions of dollars. And well, he sells books too now. He writes
He writes-
novelizations of his films.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, but like, how long has he been doing that?
That
for?
was just one, though, right?
No, I think he did. Maybe he just started with Once Upon a Time, but I think he's doing one for Django, or did one for Django,
Okay.
and I think he's gonna do one.
If it does one, a Kill Bill one would be sick.
Yeah, I'd like to finish it off. It's going the way of Michael Mann, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. Although now I think they're making Heat too.
It's already shot, but like,
They already shot it, really? I didn't
yeah,
know
they
that.
started months ago. At least I
Wait,
think they did.
Heat 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the book. I'll
wrote
say
a
this.
book.
Hey guys, we're way off topic here. We got it back on Christmas.
Well,
Yeah, we
finish
do.
the
No,
thought.
the book rules. I'm also listening to the audiobook right now. Check it out if you like the movie as much as I do.
But Heat 2, the book, takes place like before one and
It's a
after
prequel
one.
and a sequel.
Yeah, okay.
Which is actually kind of smart, I think.
Yeah. Well, they can't shoot that because Val Kilmer is.
It's no mas.
Yeah. Also, all the guys are way fucking older.
Yeah.
This is true.
Val Kilmer's still alive. He just has a hole in his throat.
Yeah. And Al Pacino's like 80 years old, just had a kid like a year ago, dude.
Although Al Pacino was amazing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
He was great. Yeah, the agent. Yeah, he was awesome. Like Al Pacino or like those old guys, they're good. Like I thought De Niro was great as the TV host in Joker. The
Oh,
first
De
Joker.
Niro's. I mean, dude.
Like they're
he's
good
one of the best actors ever.
for little cameos, but you
Yeah.
can't have a whole movie based on them anymore.
yeah,
I mean, maybe you could, but like
the Irishman. I was like, ugh.
That took me a week to watch, and it sucked.
it was not good. I can't believe it got a Criterion release. I'm like, really? The Irishman?
That's Scorsese, dude.
I know.
I mean, no one's probably bought that. Like, who is pining to watch the
Yeah.
Criterion release of that movie?
Yeah, I'd like to see a Criterion Casino, or obviously Goodfellas. Probably
Yeah.
Goodfellas is probably on there.
By the way, you know what? Circling back to Christmas.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Even though Goodfellas is definitely not a Christmas movie, there is some great Christmas. There's a great Christmas scene
Yeah.
where they have their the big robbery, and then
Yeah.
De Niro's like, "Hey guys, don't buy anything big or flashy. Let's lay low."
Yeah.
And nobody listens to him. And then like it cuts to Henry, and he's like, "Hey Karen, I got the most expensive one."
Yeah. Oh shit! Home Alone 1 and 2 are Christmas movies.
They sure are.
Oh, I know one was, but two
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, 2 places.
Same time
Shit,
a year
and
later.
He
Okay.
goes to the Rockefeller Center tree, and
He
that's where he
does,
sees his mom.
yeah.
I think I might prefer 2 over 1, to be honest. I don't know.
They're both awesome, but like
Yeah.
that's honestly quintessential '90s Christmas movie right there. It's got all
Yeah.
the silly gags.
Yeah.
The family comes together at the
Yeah.
end. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of loneliness, a little despair. Donald Trump. You know, you got a little
Trump
bit.
is in there. Yeah. Trump just, I love the meme comes out later. He's
Check.
like, Trump just saw like a kid by himself and didn't tell anyone. Whatever.
Yeah.
Who scored the Home Alone movies?
Let's find out. Yeah.
I would have
Was
to
it-
check. I don't know.
Let's
It,
check.
actually
Is it John
could have been
Williams?
it could have been John Williams. Let's see. You looking up, Brian?
Yeah, I got it.
And John Hughes directed the first one, but I don't think he directed the second one, right? Or
I
maybe
don't know.
he directed
I
the
don't
second one, not the first one. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
There's something about a sequel like Home Alone, and this isn't exactly Christmas related, where
Oh yeah, John Williams did Home Alone,
music?
the
He
first
did,
one.
didn't
He just retired. His last movie was the new Indiana Jones, which is a bummer because that movie kind of sucked.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I don't think, and I love the guy, but like, I don't think he.
He's
I don't think he
100. I
brought
think he's
something.
100.
Yeah, to which I'm saying the sequel trilogy, the Star Wars sequel trilogy. I don't think he brought a lot to it in terms of the
Interesting.
music.
Wow.
There's a couple cool like anthms, but it
So
feels
again,
too
people
reactionary.
fall off. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
that's fair. Yeah, like
I'm fucking 36. I feel like I'm falling off. You know,
chair
like-
comes down.
Dude, so
yeah.
John Hughes wrote Home Alone, but it was directed by a guy named Chris
Chris
Columbus.
Columbus, right? Chris Columbus directed a lot of Harry Potter movies.
Oh, he did. Okay, he's
I
a
think
real
he
guy.
directed the first one.
Okay.
And maybe the second one.
I've only seen the first one. I don't really know. I'm not a
You've
Harry
only
Potter.
seen the first Harry Potter?
I don't like Harry
That
Potter.
one sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but it's like it's a kids movie.
Well, because they're
Yeah.
children.
But
yeah.
I didn't like Harry Potter movies until I saw
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Alphonse Cuarón.
Alfonso Cuarón, exactly.
Okay.
Fucking awesome movie. I don't feel like I don't really get like nostalgic about Christmas for some reason.
Well, I think it's just that's the problem when you grow up. You sometimes get jaded, and like I think if when you
Stop
think
this
about
Christmas from coming.
yeah, like
Well,
we get a
maybe-
little grinchy. You know?
Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
when
Yeah,
you think about-
I like Christmas because you get to like hang out with your friends. Even like
Yeah.
you guys, we all live in different parts of the state.
Yeah.
Or the country rather. Sorry. So we get to like hang out because of the holidays, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
You know what I mean?
And that is what a good Christmas movie should have at the end is you get back together with whoever, whether it's the ex-wife,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
whether it's
your abusive ex-husband.
yeah, your abusive
yeah.
ex-husband, your son who's addicted to fentanyl and won't stop robbing from you. You know,
Yeah.
that's what.
Yeah. Requiem
least
for a
it
Dream, a
inspires.
Christmas story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, how can we forget what you just said? A Christmas Story,
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh my god.
which
Yeah.
is in many ways the ultimate Christmas
They
movie.
made a fucking sequel to that too.
A Christmas Story Christmas. What the hell?
Is that what it's called?
A Christmas Story. Not what the hell. Just a Christmas Story.
What the hell?
Christmas.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be amazing if it's called What the Hell, and like the apocalypse happens in the middle of a Christmas story.
Yeah. No.
Like
it's
Satan comes down.
a Christmas Story Christmas.
That's what it's called, right?
That's
a
what it's
Christmas
called.
story Christmas.
It hurts my heart.
How the fuck long did it take him to come up with that name?
Oh yeah,
Like
all right.
Eric was like, "Hey, what should we call the sequel?" And Bob was like, "I don't know, Christmas Story Christmas."
Hey.
That's it.
That's a great idea,
That's
Bob.
a great name. Yeah.
How'd you think of that one?
Or it was just written by AI.
No.
And also another thing that I noticed recently, this is totally off topic from what we're talking about, but Alex and I watched we had a twofer night at the movie theater. We watched The Substance, and then we bought tickets and saw a movie after it. It was actually really fun. Or
which movie
a double
after?
feature, The Wild Robot, which people were like, "Oh, it's amazing," whatever.
Okay.
I watched it and I was like, it wasn't for me.
Didn't blow you
But
up?
Alex brought up a good point. Things were happening. It's for kids, right?
Yeah.
Things were happening so fast. It was such rapid repetition between dialogue and action and moving and this and that. And like I'm noticing a lot of modern day movies are kind of changing that way. Mm-hmm. I think they're changing for the attention spans, especially of younger audiences.
Absolutely,
Because
yeah.
all younger audiences are all these kids are fucking addicted to TikTok.
Yeah.
So they have to have something constantly changing. So we're watching this movie and things are happening so fucking fast. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I've talked to some younger person about, maybe we were at Sundance.
I am technically a younger person. Oh, someone else.
No, yeah, I was talking to someone at Sundance about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I fucking love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think it's maybe Tarantino's best film, like we were talking about last night. But it was a young girl, and she was like, it's like way too slow for me. But she was like into filmmaking. But I'm like, it's not that slow. Like, I don't know.
Did she have interest in any other Tarantino?
Well,
films?
no, I just remember her saying it's way too slow for me, and I'm wondering that if writers or whoever, a producer, or they're like be quicker to keep people's attention span.
Yeah, I think 100% they are.
I think that's the problem when you have.
Weird. It's like changing the shift of. It's like changing movies. I don't know.
Yeah, they're adapting to people who are just like so fixated on already having the one product that's perfect for them. Like, for instance, not to get too off topic here, but like people in the game space notice that like kids just gravitate towards like their one Fortnite, their one Roblox, and inside there's all these microtransactions and games and things you can make inside those things. And, like, it doesn't really give a lot more left over in terms of attention span and time and money to other things that they may grow to be interested in. Whereas, like, you know, we had console games and whatever, we did our thing. And I think in that sense, like, you know, we have this question of, like, how long are we going to let algorithms and money incentivize the direction of art on various scales.
That's what pushes art forward, so they're going to keep doing whatever makes them the most money. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, capitalism just is going to bleed everything it can dry until the planes are literally falling out of the sky. Because that's what's now happening.
That's what's happening. Yeah.
Like, so art is going to suffer.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. We're fucked. Sorry, I know you're flying today, so I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I know, dude.
I'm sorry, dude. What airline are you flying?
JetBlue.
Oh, you're good.
They're gonna say Boeing.
JetBlue's good, dude. JetBlue's only Airbus.
Oh, really?
No Boeing on JetBlue.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well.
You're good. No, you're good. Airbus is good.
I don't know how it's possible. You hear things in this town living here in Sunnydale, but nobody actually believes them. You know, you'd have to be crazy. And you guys think that I'm crazy, don't you?
We've seen things too, Nancy.
This goes back deep. You guys, speaking of old Christmas movies, you guys ever seen March of the Wooden Soldier?
Yes.
Laurel Hardy?
I guess I have.
Yeah.
I used to
had that
love
tape.
that. I used to watch it all the time when I was a little kid, like every year, because Uncle Donald, he was a huge March of the Wooden Soldier fan, and that movie was brought to you by the NRA.
Really?
It says that in the credits, yeah.
No way.
Yep.
Well, I got to give it to them. They did something right.
Yeah, exactly. That's about it.
I wonder if the NRA. Like you said, there's like a couple of these like right wing movies coming out now. Like not right wing movies, like very conservatively, like Sound of Freedom.
Lady Ballers.
Lady Ballers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Matt Walsh, right?
That's their company,
That
yeah.
guy's a fucking whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not getting into my opinions of him. But yeah, so there's these right wing movies coming out. So I wonder like who's producing them. So I know the Sound of Freedom was produced by some Christian.
Yeah, so
production
there's
company?
I mean, I've worked on a movie once called Honk for Jesus.
I've heard of that one. That's like a black megachurch thing. Right?
I have no idea what it's about. I flew a balloon on it for a day, and I got paid $500 to not do a whole lot, and I'm very happy.
Okay,
with it.
sweet.
Yeah,
and there's that new Reagan movie that came out with what's his name? Dennis Quaid.
Yeah. Who produced that? Do we
I don't
know?
know, but I think it's like.
Yeah, I think that's a thing that's happening too.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's good because like not everything could be like, you know, oh, we got a bunch of gay superheroes.
No. I listen.
I think we should
totally
meet
get
in the
it.
middle, to be honest.
We could just
be in the middle.
But like I said the other night, I was fucking hammered. But like I do believe that Disney has created this like this image of themselves that's not entirely true. Where they're like, look, we're all inclusive, we're very liberal, we're all woke people, just to put asses in seats.
That's what they all do, and then it backfires.
It's so disingenuine that it's like. These people are CEOs who don't give a fuck about anyone.
No,
if they did, they would pay their employees more.
Yeah.
If they did, they wouldn't try to monopolize fucking IPs of movies.
Of everything,
Of
yeah.
everything. So it's ruining. It's like putting. I think people like. I'm not getting into a political debate here, but I think movie goers are so fed up with this super left kind of that's being pushed on them by people that don't even actually believe in it.
Yeah.
That they're like now movies that like The Sound of Freedom and these other movies are kind of coming more into are becoming more predominantly not the mainstream, but it's like they're coming way in more than they probably would have if not.
Yeah, then maybe even just a couple years ago. I think so too.
It's fascinating to think about.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do we navigate this shit? Like,
Dude, I don't know.
This episode or
like you're a working electric. Matt and I are editors trying to make a fucking movie here or there.
yeah.
this business is like, I feel like we're driving off of a fucking bridge that's collapsed and we could see it and we're like, well,
dude.
We're still gonna push on the gas because maybe it'll be fixed by the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I think it's just look. I think it's with this breakthrough of automation. This is a very anti like holiday soothing message, I have to say.
Yeah.
But like the more accessible it is to do something as ambitious as make a movie, the less people it will require to make said movie. And then that's just the facts of it. That means
Skeleton
like
crews.
if entrepreneur people are like willing to put their life and blood and tears into solely making a movie on their own, and if they make money on it, that's the market that we are inviting people into doing. But it's at the cost of people who work, you know, like our jobs, you know, like you know, like for as good as we could say we are with what we do, as pretentious as that may sound. Like, I'm sure somebody else who directs even more, writes even more, edits even more, wouldn't hesitate if they had the means to, like, make it themselves as opposed to outsourcing to you or me to edit.
Yeah,
you know? And, like, that's kind of the thing. Is like, the internet really democratized the capability of telling a story, but there's a cost, you know? And we could ride out the storm until it's dry. Or we could protest more. Like, what is your union striking ever to these things as far as like whether it's automation or just like the wages?
So I don't have the contract in front of me, but I know part of the negotiations for the last round, which was earlier this year, was like there was a few things to put in place, like to protect against AI. I don't know if it's actually going to work.
dude, I think a lot of people like in your like working people like like Grips or whoever are probably afraid to strike because they won't get work anymore.
Yeah.
That's part of it too.
It's like-
Especially
it's like
we just got done. Like a big part of it was we had already come back from the SAG and the SAG strike and the writer's strike, and like the last thing, including myself, anyone wanted to do was strike. I was like, I need to work.
You need to get fucking money. So it's almost like these like executives are like holding it over. They've beat the system because now they know like, oh, if we don't feed these guys, they won't go on strike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they have to eat. So they're gonna keep working under maybe even shittier conditions. Then it's fucking unfortunate, man. Because there's just apparently not enough money going around to fund films. I mean, studios.
Yeah.
Again, this is like instead of making a $300 million movie, make $310 million movies or whatever. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, also they kind of, if you think about it, a lot of them did it to themselves.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Like a good example of that is that Batgirl movie that they shot.
Yeah.
And they just fucking canned it.
Yeah,
For a
or I mean,
write-off.
that was probably just a tax write-off. But or another one is like that Joker 2 movie.
I didn't see it.
Neither did I, but like I
didn't.
heard it was I heard it was like it was a musical, and I'm like, who asked for that?
Yeah.
It's not favored, I think, amongst the general audience. I think there's some merits to it in a parody sense. Like he's just as terrible singing as he is at comedy in the first one. So in like those weird ways, it
you
sort
saw
of
it?
echoes. I did see it.
Okay.
But I also hear all the criticisms that
Did you
everyone
hate
else is
it? What'd you
saying.
think?
Where
Did you enjoy
I think,
watching
I
it?
think I gave the first one an 8 out of 10. This one would be a 7 out of 10. You know?
Okay.
So you actually liked it. Also, you like the Holdovers, and I fucking hated the Holdovers.
I'm surprised you don't like the Holdovers because that thing's that's
love-
an 11 out of 10.
I love Alexander Payne, or at least his earlier movies like Election.
What's holdovers?
So Holdovers stars Paul Giamatti,
Giamatti.
and he essentially is this jaded college professor. Like boarding school professor for like the higher up, like upper class families and things where they send their kids to. And so it's the holidays, and he's the one stuck with the holdovers, which are the kids who don't have anywhere to go for the holidays. And it's shot very much in the essence of like a 1970s, like
It came out like last year,
drama
2 years ago.
film. Yeah, exactly. Not even drama, just like a comedy. Like if Ferris Bueller came up like the premise and the tone of it was around the 70s, just because I can't think of a better example. Like a National Lampoon, almost. It's a lot more tamer than a National Lampoon, but
Is it supposed to be funny?
it has its
not
comedic
funny.
moments. I think it's funny. It
It's
has
like
its moments.
boring as shit, and the story like barely goes anywhere. And,
I think
like,
Paul Giamatti's fucking hilarious in it.
Paul Giamatti is like one of my favorite actors, but I just thought, and again, I really like Alexander Payne. The aesthetic of the film, it was shot beautifully. The sets were great. The clothes were great. But like the story, I'm like, where the fuck does any of this matter?
What do you mean? It's like a whole it's a coming of age for
How does
the
kid?
boy.
How is it coming? Because he becomes friendly with the professor.
Well, no, because he's come to terms with the fact that he's not his father. Despite, I mean, I don't want to give
I'm never gonna watch it, dude. I don't go fuck.
I think you really are just doing a disservice to yourself if you don't.
All right, maybe you should watch it and we can discuss it again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I personally fucking hated it. Maybe I'll watch it again. But then also, you said you liked Free Guy, and I fucking despise.
No. I don't like Free Guy. What I'm saying is I like. I mean, the premise for my
Is Free Guy a
show that
Christmas
I
movie?
wrote. No.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
Fortunately,
It's
it's
fucking
not.
terrible.
It's similar. It echoes the mechanics that build on the premise of my pilot. So that's why, in a sense, I connect with it.
All
But I'm
right,
not
sure,
saying I like
sure.
it.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, Christmas. That's what it is. We have a game to play, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We've seen things that no one has seen before. You can't take that away from us.
Have you ever played the Trolley Dilemma, that Side Night and Happiness card game? Or maybe even Cards Against Humanity?
Sure.
Played hard. Okay.
Start with there, because everyone's played Cards Against Fucking Humanity. No, sorry, go on.
Thank you. Okay. Ruben, would you consider yourself a nice person or a naughty person?
I'm a naughty person.
All right, you're going to be a nice person.
I'm a nice person.
Okay.
you're
I'm going
not.
to read...
Yes, I am. Fuck you. That's why you're naughty.
Okay, so within 5 minutes, I'm going to read you a bunch of holiday movies, and you'll each have 30 seconds to tell me whether that movie is naughty or nice.
Okay.
A judge would have weighed in on it, but I'll be the judge as well.
Okay.
Let me just pull up the top 100. And if you both haven't seen it, we pass right away, okay? So, like, you both have to have seen it. So here we go. Tyler Perry's A Medea Christmas. Have you both seen that?
Not seen it.
Naughty.
Yeah, give it a naughty.
I haven't seen it. It probably sucks.
You can only try to find the
Okay,
nice
sure.
in it.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
that's how this works.
Oh, I can only find the nice in it.
Yeah, you represent nice.
I understand.
You're the
Okay, got
lawyer
it.
of nice.
Okay,
You're the
you
lawyer of
didn't-
naughty.
You didn't.
I'm
all right.
I'm picking this up.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. How about The Polar Express? Have you both seen that?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Okay, moving on. The Grinch, the animated one.
Well, it's the naughtiest movie of all time.
Sorry, the CG animated one. No?
What the fuck?
All right, let's move on.
These are all shit movies. There's
Yeah,
no way to be
we're gonna
nice
talk
about
about
any
Who
of these
picked
movies.
this list?
Miracle on 34th Street, the one with the Matilda kid. Did y'all ever watch that growing up?
I know what it is, but I never saw it.
I never saw it either.
All right, we're gonna get there.
This is a fucking Boeing airplane falling out.
Love Actually. Have you both seen that?
No.
You guys are killing me.
Matt, you're killing
Krampus.
us.
Have you both seen Krampus?
Nope.
No, that one I should see. Yeah, that's.
All right, I know you both seen this. Home Alone.
Yeah.
1. All right.
There's nothing you could say that's bad about that movie. Try.
All right, ready
It's
on the
nice.
clock.
Oh, what? What do we have to fucking debate?
You'll have 30 seconds to tell me. Well, you can have 30 or 60 seconds to give me a reason why that movie is nice, and you have to give me a reason why it's naughty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's perfect kind of
Well,
combination of.
hold on.
What the fuck?
Let me get the timer.
Man,
All
you
right,
gotta
30
start-
seconds on the clock. Go.
Well, it's a combination of both naughty and nice. There's naughty parts with the fucking guys trying to rob the goddamn houses, and it's nice because it's a story about a family and a kid not getting so along with his family, and then he gets fucking lost, and then all of a sudden they come back. I'm like, oh, we actually really love you and miss you, so it's nice. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
All right. My turn.
Yes. And go.
It's naughty because one, the McAllisters abandoned their child. Two, their child is a sociopath. He tries to kill these two men who were just checking up on the place during the holiday. They saw the light was on. He tries multiple times to electrocute, to concuss, to kill these poor working class guys who are just looking for a little come up on the holiday season.
But it's nice because
This is my time. This is my time.
debates.
He gets it because you had a good presentation. You made some compelling points, but also you gave him an inch.
I didn't know there
You
was.
did. You said it was naughty.
I didn't
and
know we
nice.
were going against each other. Okay, now I
Yeah.
get it. You didn't explain this game.
Listen,
but
it
now
was
I
a
get it.
practice round.
Now I
You
get it.
get into it
Okay.
eventually. All right,
I got it.
The night before, did you both see that one with Seth Rogen?
I did.
Did you see it, Ruben?
No.
Okay.
Seth Rogen sucks. His movies are
Harold and
stupid.
Kumar Christmas.
I don't think I saw that.
Yes, but it was such a long time ago. I don't remember.
Okay. Oh, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Have you both seen that?
Not in years.
It's been a while. but-
Yeah.
Well, go by your best judgment. All right. Who wants to go first?
I don't know.
You'll go first.
All right. Tell me why it's naughty.
Well, listen, the Griswolds, they're a bunch of schlubs.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. All right. Buddy, go for it.
I think it's nice because it shows the struggle of a father, Clark Griswold's, just his passion to keep his kind of Christmas spirit alive. That that's why he's watching old films in the attic. He's like very nostalgic for his Christmas past, and he just wants to give that to his kids. And sure, there's a lot of mishaps and funny things that happen along the way, but it's nice to show a father trying so goddamn hard just to enjoy Christmas with his kids.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, I'll give that to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a compelling argument.
Fucking schlub.
All right, next movie. Let's see if we could get a few more in here. Scrooged.
Yeah. Okay.
Who goes first?
I'll go first.
All right, stand by and go.
Scrooge is a real sack of shit. He doesn't care about his secretary. He ripped off his partners. Only reason he attempts to do anything good is because he's suffering from night terrors late in age. He's a sack of shit. He'll always be a sack of shit. He's probably hits his secretary. He doesn't fucking give money to homeless people. He just underpays his employees. And yeah, he's just he's a real crumb bum.
A real crumb bum. All right, and that's time.
Yep.
All right, tell me why it's nice.
Well, because it's just like any story with a character that has a massive arc. It's like you start with the bad, and then he learns the error in his ways and turns to the good side. I don't fucking know. It's like, I mean, yeah, he's a shitty guy, but this game is fucking difficult. He was bad, then he was good? No, because listen, sometimes he was up on his castle, couldn't see down, he was too high up, and then someone fucking brought him, he got hit. Give it to Brian.
Time. I think y'all like this.
It's fun.
Let's see. I got a few more for you. So that was 3. We'll get 2 more in. 2 more in that you've both seen. Violent Night, the new one.
I haven't seen it. Okay.
No, dude, we have not seen a lot of Christmas movies. I've seen like 3.
The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yep, I've seen that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first this time. All right.
Every time you go first.
Naughty. Tim Allen, he ignores his kid. He's a fat piece of shit. He's not even really Santa Claus. He's stole this man's identity, and he's breaking and entering into people's houses who have children. He could be a pedophile. You know what I mean? He's just a real fucking worthless human being. He's just going around committing crimes all around the world with 0 consequence. Naughty.
All right. And you.
So, if I remember correctly, Tim Allen's kind of like he's stuck in the business world. It's eating his whole personal life. It's like kind of causing some tough times between him and his kid, him and his family. But then, by circumstance, he gets given this opportunity, kind of forced into the opportunity to become Santa. Yeah. But he does it to his best ability and helps him reconnect with his son, helps him become a better person, helps him live a better life and help others, and realize that, hey, I can help other people and it benefits me. So,
I'll give it to you.
thank you. I'm not great. I guess
something.
Mine was. Are we in a courtroom or are we in Matt's fucking?
This is why I wanted a third party to judge these. Yeah, you know what? Here, let's do Batman Returns. You know, have more fun with that one?
Yeah, I love this one.
I don't remember. I mean, I barely remember the fucking movie.
I'll go first again. Naughty. You just got a bunch of fucking freaks dressing up in outfits, blowing up the city. Yeah. They're costing the city thousands and thousands of dollars in damages. There's kidnappings, there's drug abuse, there's sexual assault, there's child mutilation. Mm-hmm. A guy bites a dude's nose off. There's political bribery. Oh, yeah. There is Shrek. He's polluting the city. All these people are scum. They belong under the jail.
All right. Nice.
So the reason that this movie is nice, because all the things Brian said are completely true, but to stop all of that, there's one kid, an orphan, that had it shows that a guy, no matter what odds were stacked against him, can cause something, can change his environment for the better. All right. Yeah. Batman, any orphan kid, any person who grew up without parents, whoever, it teaches that you can be the change you want to see in the world. Because Batman, fucking parents got killed. He's all sad, but he sees all this fucking corruption, but he's like, fuck it, I can put matters into my hands and clean up my city, and god damn it, he fucking did. And that's why it's nice, because it teaches us that we can do that too.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Still wrong.
I think, this is a toss-up. You did go a little over, though, so I gotta give it to him.
What the fuck? I didn't know this You should have cut me off.
I know, I
should have lighted him. You should have lighted him.
I think, I don't know.
Matt,
see, this is what I mean. We need a judge.
You can't make up the rules as you go.
No, I know. But I forgot
you were
to
doing
record.
that.
I was doing that. Let's get a coin. Can we get a coin in here?
We're not doing coins. Next.
Okay.
I'll take that one. Next.
No, I'll take that one. Next.
Rocks, paper, scissors.
Did you do
best
1,
of 3?
2,
Best,
3, and shoot? Or?
Yeah, but best of 3, right?
This decides it.
All right, ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Fuck. 2, 3.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Whoa! Oh!
Fuck!
This holiday season, things are about to get naughty.
Is that it?
That's it. That's the game.
That's a wrap, boys.
Oh gosh. Well, this has been a fun adventure, to say the least.
Yo, let's take a fucking walk around here, dude, because it might be our last
Well,
time.
is this? Well, you want to sign off?
Didn't we just sign off?
I mean, the camera's still rolling. You want to say goodbye?
No, that was it. That was perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, you did it.
All right, fuck it. Cut.
I thought that was it. Yeah, I don't have anything. Here's the thing: if someone does a good sign off.